I can't tell you how many times I've met up with very, very successful 5 or even 6 figure coaches who think that just by spending money on software that allow them to build conversational flows that look like this or even like this will allow them to build AI chatbots that don't look like this, right? But they end up with the same result. AI chatbots that speak like bots. And so they put all their effort into generating high quality leads from their ads or organic content. And those leads are really ready to pay. But when they realize that they're speaking with bots, then those leads turn into these leads that pack their money in their pockets because they don't want to be speaking with a bot, but they want to be speaking with those coaches. And so these coaches grow the beliefs and they start saying that, yeah, AI is a scam, it doesn't work. I pay $90 a month for a chatbot that costs me $10,000 a month in lead opportunities, or AI isn't there yet. I give up on AI. Now I have to go back to hiring and training new DM setters, and people say I'm a scammer because of this. So they grow all these negative connections to AI. But really, this isn't what AI looks like or should be like. AI should be a replica of your business, right? And I can tell you that it actually works because I've installed it for these coaches who are still running it in their business to this day. And I've been in the trenches of like appointment setting for 3 years now, right? So in this video, I want to show you the difference between mediocre AI chatbots who produce mediocre results and AI human-like chatbots that really outperform humans. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, video and audio messages. So that's really easy step where you can be sending video messages and audio messages. And what this does is it grows trust with the lead. They feel like you're just sending those to them because there's more in those types of content compared to just text messages, right? So as simple as that. And then a well-studied funnel. You don't want to have just a script. The script is not enough. You want to have everything tied together, whether that's the calendar link, the form link, the script, the follow-ups, everything. And I've done a video covering how you can build an appointment setting system that we use today to make well over $200,000 a month for our clients. As you can see here, we have different types of coaches with different incomes. So next is subtle lead nurturing. So in this video for Jaden, you can see that Jaden sends this video to all of the leads who contact him through the DMs to show them his profits and how his business model is making him a lot of money. And what this does is it subtly nurtures the leads and again, those leads think that Jaden is talking to them directly, so it also grows more trust. Now, next thing we have is urgency as well. You want to use urgency in your script and messages, and you can see it here after we send the calendar link to the leads to book a call. We drop a very simple message, which is, I have a call with my team in 5 minutes, so let me know once you pick a time, right? And what this will do is put the leads in the situation where they want to book a call as fast as possible to still get the messages from Jaden and, talk to him while they can, right? So this adds urgency, which is really good and increases conversions. And then we have genuine acknowledgements. So again, you don't want to have an AI chatbot that looks like this. You want to have a more natural conversation. So you want to acknowledge what the lead is saying. In this case, I sent AI. I want to save my family financially. And it related by saying family is definitely a powerful motivator. That's why I got into Amazon as well, to be able to help my family and build a better life. So it acknowledged what I said and it also related. So another thing is, again, natural messaging. Like I mentioned, you want to conversate not in a corporate language with your leads, but in a more natural language. And this looks something like this. That's awesome. 5K is totally doable, amazing, and just speak the normal language. Now, of course, if you have different audiences, it depends on your language and who you're speaking to. Are they Gen Z? Are they millennials? Whatever. But the concept is the same. Just be you and train AI to speak like you. Okay. And then we have smart maneuvering. So in this case, you can see that Damaris, who's also a client, she's a trading coach, asked me, just so we're on the same page, do you know a bit about how trading works, or are you coming in fresh? And when I say I'm super fresh, as in I'm new to trading, then it sends me a specific voice message that explains trading to newbies. Whereas if I said that I'm experienced trader, then it would send me another voice message. So it would adapt to the conversation based on what the leads say. And then here, it's not actually a tactic step. It's actually a video of myself showing how this AI DM setter is generating us real results. So you can check it out. I'll leave the button for you to click here if you want proof to see like how those tactics are put into play and why they actually work. Then we have intelligent qualification. So this means that when we're progressing through the flow, what AI does is that it asks the lead, by the way, where are you based and what is it you do for work or as a job? Does it stress you or keep you on your feet all day? So this is framed in a way where we want to try and understand if the leads have stress, but it's more of a question that sees if the leads are working, if they have consistent cash flow coming in so they can pay for the high ticket offer. So here I said, yes, I have a job as an accountant. Then it proceeded with the framework to qualify me, to book me on a call, to then get closed, right? But if I said I'm a stay-at-home mom or any different thing, I'm retired, but I don't have enough money, blah, 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 then it would have qualified me further to make sure that I do actually have the money so that when it books me on a call, I don't waste the time of the closers. Then we have smart tracking. So here you can see in this booking link, there are like UTM parameters that help us track all the leads. And we do track all the data that come in and where the leads are actually in the pipeline. And you can see it also in here. For example, we have different KPI trackers that show us all the numbers and the trends that are going on. And we track the call proposed, calendar sent, call booked, and also the total amount of leads that step in. And we also track when those happen. So they're very detailed metrics. And all of this is done by AI, of course. Now going back here, then we have urgency creation. I think, yeah, you get the point. And then here it also says, let's book a time that works for you. And then should only take about 2 minutes. So you can see not only do we use it for Jaden, but we also use it for Jira. So because it's very powerful and it actually increases the leads who get the call proposed, who got the calendar, and then want to book a call. So it increases the calendar sent to call booked ratio. Then multi-text reception. Now, if you've seen in this picture, this is just one message being sent and then one message being received, etc. Now, what we want to have is AI that sends multiple messages and is able to receive multiple messages as well. Because if not, then it breaks. And if it only sends a huge block of messages, then it appears like a bot. Next, we have adaptive qualification. And this means that leads who come in from posts, or leads who come in from reels, or leads who come in from comments, from DMs, from paid ads, they have different qualification flows in the DMs. So AI knows where they came from and it knows how to speak with each differently. And this is really, really important that most software that are out there kind of skip. And then we have subtle data collection. So here, this goes hand in hand with having a well-studied funnel. You need to have a funnel that's fully connected, and you also need to get data from the leads. And as you can see here, enter your details to download the Fat Loss Bible. This is in the beginning of the framework that we have for Jira. What it does, it gets the lead's name, their email, their phone number before it starts qualifying them in the DM. So that way we have another conversion mechanism where a dialer can call those leads, we can email them, right? And this is how we get their details and probably nurture them and convert them into paid clients. And so we do that through dialing and also through the DMs. So that's like an increased touch point. And the final thing that differentiates kind of mediocre chatbots from really good ones is concise scripting. This has to do more with what the bot is trained on, what the AI is trained on. And in this case, you want to have a script that only does the essentials to nurture the leads and to convert them. Because the longer the script is, the longer or the bigger your drop off of leads is. So you want to have it concise, precise, and short enough, yet long enough as well, to get the best conversions. And you can always split test different ones. So ladies and gents, these are the subtle changes, the subtle tactics that add up to make a really good AI human-like chatbot that outperforms humans. And again, you can see the results, you can see what it's generating in this video. So with that being said, these are the tactics that stack up to build a really powerful AI human-like chatbot that outperforms humans, right? Compared to having a mediocre AI chatbot that scares away your leads. And if you want a full in-depth video on how to build a concise script that can double or even triple your booking rates, which therefore triples your sales, your income as a coach, then I've done a full video. You can click it here or here and watch it and apply it and let me know what results you get after doing so. Cheers.